I am Anne. I'm 29 years old, and I live in Son Tay, a quiet town just outside Hanoi. This morning, we're starting the day with a bowl of pho. It costs about $1.50, and honestly, it's one of my favorite breakfasts. I consider myself a low-income freelancer, but life here gives me something money can't always buy. Because I don't live in a big city, my daily expenses are much lower, so I can enjoy a little more freedom without earning a lot. I chose to stay in my hometown. It means being close to my family, spending more time with my father, and appreciating the slower pace of life. For me, that's a trade-off worth making. Right now, I make about $400 a month, and my wife earns around $300. Together, it's not a lot, but here in the countryside, it's enough for us to live a simple, comfortable life. Every month, we pay about $200 for our VinFast VF3. Thanks to VinFast's free charging program, that's basically our only cost for the car, which has been a huge help for our family. Ever since our daughter was born, this little car has meant so much more than just transportation. It keeps her safe from the sun, the rain, and the cold whenever we go out. As parents, that's something we value more than anything. Honestly, we couldn't really afford to buy a car outright. But sometimes, you don't make a decision because it's easy. You make it because it's important. For us, knowing our little girl is safer every time we travel together makes every monthly payment worth it.
Remember it. Then I see my bed is empty on one side. Back in the sheet. The only place I can hide.
Sidewalk barbershops are gradually disappearing due to government regulations. Even this one is no longer allowed to operate. It's really sad to see. After breakfast, I'm going to get a haircut before heading back home to start my work for the day. This little barbershop is just a few minutes from my house. It's nothing fancy, just a small cabinet, a mirror, and a few chairs. But honestly, that's all they need. A haircut here costs only about $1.20, which is much cheaper than most places. To me, that's a great deal. I've learned that saving a little on the small things can make a big difference. Every dollar I don't spend on myself is another dollar I can put toward taking better care of my family. And for me, that's always worth it.
Back in the sheet. Only place I can hide. In the morning, I'm wondering how I'm gonna get through the night. Sick and weary, and only
I stopped by a small local barbershop today. The haircut was actually pretty solid. But what really made me stay wasn't just the service, it was the person behind it. He's working hard with a very modest income, doing everything he can to support his life and take care of his elderly mother at home. And because things are still tough for him financially, he hasn't been able to think about getting married yet. So for me, it just felt right to support him in my own small way. You know, sometimes helping people like this gives me a deeper sense of purpose. Like I'm actually contributing something meaningful to society, even in a small way. And honestly, I want to do more of that going forward. This plate of rice costs about 40,000 Vietnamese dong, roughly $1.5. You get a little bit of beef, some soup, vegetables, and a lot of rice. And honestly, that's exactly why it's so cheap. But the truth is, that's really all I need. On a normal day, I don't even spend more than $5 in total. Like I said before, living back in my hometown changes everything. The cost of living is much lower compared to big cities, and life just feels lighter here. It's more comfortable, more relaxed, and honestly, a lot less stressful. And in a way, that simplicity makes life feel a lot more manageable. Have you ever come across this before? This is kudzu starch, made from a very familiar root in Vietnam called kudzu root. It might remind you a bit of a sweet potato, but it's usually larger and has a lot more fibrous roots running through it. In Vietnam, we often boil it and use it to extract a natural starch powder. Then we mix it with water to make a refreshing drink. It's known for being really cooling, especially on hot days. And here's a little local secret. If you mix it with a bit of sugar and just half a kumquat, it completely transforms the flavor. It becomes smoother, fresher, and honestly, much more enjoyable. If you ever visit Vietnam, this is definitely something worth trying. After getting some work done, I decided to hop on my motorbike and head over to my wife's little drink shop. It's just around the corner from our house, so it's a nice excuse to get out for a bit. On the way, I filmed some of the local fare and a few scenes along the roadside, so you could get a glimpse of the area where we live. People often imagine the Vietnamese countryside as endless rice fields and quiet villages. But the truth is, most places around Hanoi have become quite urbanized over the years. Only a handful of small villages still preserve the authentic charm of northern Vietnam's traditional countryside. Maybe in my next vlog, I'll take you there and show you what it's really like. I think you'll enjoy it, so don't miss it. One little tradition we have here is going out for a ride around 5 p.m., just as the sun starts to set. The air gets cooler, the streets become calmer, and it's honestly one of the best parts of the day. Now, I'm talking about Son Tay, not downtown Hanoi. If you try the same thing in Hanoi at 5 p.m., you'll probably spend more time sitting in traffic than actually enjoying the ride. So here's my little tip for you. If you're planning to explore Hanoi, try to avoid the roads between 5 and 7 p.m. Trust me, your patience will thank you. The sky looks absolutely beautiful today, and the weather couldn't be better for a ride. So I figured I'd swing by the local market first, then head over to pick up my little girl from kindergarten. I really miss her. Looks like we've got a few curious little friends watching too. I mean, how cute are they? Oh, that afternoon was beautiful. I was taking my wife and daughter home. Just look at that lovely sunlight. This guy is catching grasshoppers. They're really mating. I'd love to keep them, but I don't have the money or the time right now.
Bube ka now.
What about where you live? I'd love to see it too. Please share some footage of your life with us. So, how did you find today's vlog? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!